You are seriously going to want to buckle up for this one. I am giving you the worst fantasy football player per round, the bust for every round in this mock draft. As you can see here, I'm going to pull up a mock draft. I'm ready to go to claim the position I'm going to draft in, which is probably going to be mid to late is where I want to draft from. And I'm literally handing you a cheat sheet here. I'm basically telling you all the players to avoid in each round. So I'm going to be purposely picking bad players, giving you the worst possible strategy. Now, who better to do this? I was the only guy last year to tell you to fade CMC. I was the only guy last year to be cautious and do not draft Deebo Samuel and Ayuk round 3 last year. The only person telling you the truth. I'm not doing this to brag. I'm doing this because I actually want you to win. I'm making you aware that I know what I'm talking about. Now, some of these picks that I'm about to pick, maybe 1 or 2 of them or 3, maybe they actually have a good season. That's fine. But I'm personally not drafting him, and neither should you, because there is just better players to draft. I'm imploring you guys to listen to my advice. Smash a thumbs up, drop a comment below. As we're going through each round, we'll probably do 10 to 12 to 15 rounds. We'll see how it goes, kind of feeling it out. As we're going through this, in the comments below, let me know what you guys think. I want to get a feel from you. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know. Am I crazy? I like to be called crazy because I'm the only one telling the truth. I can go back years ago. I remember the year Cooper Kupp, for example, coming off his pinnacle year. I said, do not draft Cooper Kupp. Injury is imminent. He got hurt. I laughed, not at Cooper Kupp's injury, but more of like, guys, be cautious. Do not draft. Ha, 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 right? And sure enough, man, I'm telling you, he got hurt. And I was like, dude, I told you so. And people were like, oh, he's so mean. You wish injury. I don't wish injury. It was like I was telling you to fade, and he busted. Michael Thomas, the year he busted back in 2018. CMC last year, and on. So I'm able to sniff out the bust. So if you're new to the channel, smash it, tap it, slap it, hit the thumbs up. If you want all the optimal players, the players to draft that are actually in a good position, this is it, guys. Grab the 16-round draft solution. Sleepers, breakouts, optimal players to draft in each round. Everything you need to smash your leagues. I mean, everything. Sleepers, late round steals, full mock drafts, principal cheat sheet, which I just updated right now. So you're going to have a principal cheat sheet, which I updated, guys. Everything is there. Grab the 16-round draft solution and never look back. Rankings will destroy you, okay? Let's get to it here. Usually we start off with the latest news notes. I want to go over some headlines here in the latest news and notes here. I'm just hearing right now as it's coming through my feed here, because as you guys know, I've got multiple feeds here. Jawan Jennings missed his 3rd consecutive practice on Thursday. This was yesterday due to a calf strain. I got notes coming out everywhere. Keon Coleman had yet another strong day with the Bills camps, which is really good. Keon Coleman's a guy that I'm on. By the way, Breaking Brad has not even... Where are you, Breaking Brad? We should get the intro with Breaking Brad before we start this.
We now have breaking news.
There he is. It doesn't really start till we get that type of intro, okay? A couple other things from a few days ago. Jadon Blue received, what did he have? Received reps with the first team offense. Listen, I'm not excited about the Cowboys. I'm not excited about Jaden Blue. You'll be singing the blues if you draft Jaden Blue. That's my new one here. Now, mind you, the competition, if you even call it that, ahead of him with Javonte Williams and whatever his name is, not good. Miles Sanders, Javonte, not good. So there is an opportunity here, but nothing I'm really, really excited about at all, okay? A couple other things from a couple days ago worth mentioning here. Stafford, with his back issue, still does not have a timetable to return to practice, but head coach Sean McVay said he is, quote, very confident that Stafford will be ready week 1. Okay, all right. If he's very confident, then I guess I believe him, right? A couple other things. Calvin Ridley was leaving camp a couple days ago, left due to cramping in his right calf. It was on Wednesday a couple days ago, according to the Titans writers here. So I don't think it's serious. From what I heard recently, he's fine. It was cramping. They worked it out. Hopefully it'll be fine, because I do have a bit of Calvin Ridley stock, especially in a lot of best ball. Be cautious there. He's still great value, okay? Malik Neighbors out there catching. I was looking at it. There was a shoulder issue. He has returned it back to practice. He returned back on Thursday, which was yesterday. Good for Malik Neighbors, and I saw him catch some deep balls from Russell Wilson. Good for him, okay? Exciting stuff. We had something going on with Marshawn Lloyd. He had a groin issue. He's out for at least a week, but avoided long-term injury. That's always good. Awesome stuff. And Zay Flowers was undisclosed, did not attend practice on Thursday. So that's pretty much it when it comes to latest news. There isn't anything jumping out. We did a show a couple days ago. Check it out with me and Walter from Walter Football, talking about some camp highlights. You don't want to miss that one because it's really talking about which players are skyrocketing and which players are emerging, man. And that's definitely an episode you don't want to miss, okay? And I'm getting messages like crazy. I'm inundated with training camp. It's like, just stuff keeps coming, man. It just keeps coming and rolling through. You get the feeds I'm following, the websites I'm following. I got to shut my notifications off because it's completely out of control. Like if you see I'm just going to scroll here. Look at this. Look, those are just notifications to keep you guys up to date. So that's why you guys got to subscribe because I keep you up to date here on this channel. Latest news and notes, everything you need. Follow this channel. All right. So let's get to this here. Let's do this mock draft. Thank you, Breaking Brad.
We now have breaking news.
All right, let's get to this mock draft here. So I'm trying to decide on where I want to draft from. It shouldn't be too hard of a decision here. I just got to make it. Let's go from the first round. You're not going to get. You could get some busts for sure, but let's get the 8th pick here. Let's claim that 8th spot and start this mock draft here. Mute the sound here because it gets really loud. Okay, so right off the board, if you're in the car, we are picking the worst player. The worst player. In each round. We are picking the bust for each round, okay? So I got to start moving because I got a 30-second timer to make this decision when my pick comes up. And we at the 1.08 here. So I'm going to make the worst possible pick I can make. And I'm going to go with, he's not even here anymore. I wish he was. Puka came off already. I don't think running back is a bad pick. I got to go here. It's, man, I would have probably went Puka here. But I'm going to go here with, and they picked for me. No. You guys ruined the whole thing. They picked, I got to set this to a minute. Okay, so they went Jahmyr Gibbs. Not the worst pick. It just ruined the whole draft. Or I'm too busy. I'm so focused on picking good players, I can't pick players that suck. And then just pick Brian Thomas for me. I did not turn off auto pick, you silly. All right, let me go back here. I'm going to tell you right now, the worst pick to pick there was Puka round 1. Round 2, I would have went Lad McConkey. Now we're on round 3, so now we're caught up. I'm trying to find a bad pick here. I'm going to go with, and I'm going to say Rashee Rice. I'm not a believer. I know some of the guys there are banged up. Tight end here. Okay, let's go with Rashee Rice. I should have set it to a minute so we can discuss, but apparently I set it to 30 seconds. So I might be able to change this thing here. Give me some time. Give me some time here. Let's update that. Okay, so now we have some more time. We got 60 seconds per pick. Okay, take a deep breath, guys. We got this figured out. So it kind of screwed up the job, but round 1, I would 100% went Puka. Again, I think Adams is there. He's kind of injury prone. I don't trust him. Second round, I would have Lad McConkey, decline imminent because you got Harris there. Round 3, Rashee Rice. Kelsey's still the one as far as I remember. And I think Rice is way too expensive. There's other bad picks. T. Higgins, I would have definitely went him, but he came off early. So now we are here in round 4, and I'm going to go here. I think DJ Moore is a terrible pick here. Take a quick glance at running back. Yeah, man, I'm going to go here DJ Moore round 4. Why? I don't trust Caleb. I do not trust Caleb Williams. I don't. They drafted Loveland. Burden is destroying camp. He's crushing. He got yelled at by the coach, and now he's actually doing really well in camp. So I think that's a terrible pick. DJ Moore, I don't see the volume being there. Now, round 5, this is according to ADP here on Sleeper, so it could vary league to league. I'm gonna do the worst thing here since I already have a running back, and I think Gibbs has a good season, so ignore this. And I'm gonna get ripped on. People are like, "Oh, how you picked the worst pick?" Dude, it auto pick for me. Relax, okay? I'm gonna get ripped at for people that fast forward and don't hear it. Okay, I'm gonna go here with. I think Jameson Williams is a terrible pick, round 5. I think it's a terrible pick, very diluted. Now, he's going to have his big games, but he's going to have his, I just don't see the volume being there, okay? Now, again, I think Montgomery's a terrible pick here. I think Devontae Smith is a pick. James Conner is a terrible pick. So we're going over terrible. Understand, terrible picks. I'm giving you bonuses here in each round. Listen good, okay? I can't explain every single reason why they're terrible. Just believe me, they're terrible. Now we are in round 6. We need a running back, and this is the biggest problem that happens. If you go robust wide receiver, you are left with no running backs. You got Pacheco, Aaron Jones, Judkins, and Swift. This is bad, man. I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift. He's available, right? He's 4 away. And let's take a quick, let's go with running back here. Let's go DeAndre Swift. And it's funny, I was listening to a radio show. I never listen, and it burns me to listen to other people giving fantasy advice because they're terrible. They're saying, yeah, man, there's a huge fall off at wide receiver after the 3rd round. I'm like, dude, that's when the good wide receivers are. There's no good running backs after this round. If you take a look right now, we are in round 6 to 7. The running backs suck. I love Caleb Johnson. I would take him in round 5, but that's me if you're drafting against me. But I'm telling you, man, the running backs, unless you want Tony Pollard as you want, James Conner, Aaron Jones, I don't trust. So we are in the 7th round. Give me the worst pick here. Look at this. Tyrone Tracy. I think Scatterbo takes over. Brian Robinson, very boring. Warren sucks. Don't care for him. Take a quick glance at wide receiver. I think Jacoby Myers. Some people are telling people to draft Jacoby Myers. This is a terrible pick. I want to go on record here. I want to go on record to tell you round 6 to 7, Jacoby Myers is the biggest waste of a pick because he's not a true wide receiver 1. I'm telling you, you got Thornton there. You got other people there. Jacoby's not going to be the one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draft Jacoby Myers here. I think that's a terrible, terrible, terrible pick is Jacoby Myers because people actually think he's the one. Have you looked at the talent of Thornton? Dude, he was never a 1. He's never going to be a 1. I do not trust. Okay, who else? Let's move this screen up a little bit here. So we are now in the 8th round. All right, there's other bad picks. Khalil Shakir, I don't like him here round 7. I don't like Godwin. I think that's a terrible pick. There's so many bad picks. That's why you got to get the 16-round draft solution if you want the real picks. I'm going to go here. I had him in the 16-round draft solution. I recently removed him. I updated it. Jawan Jennings, terrible pick. Injuries. He's not a true wide receiver 1. He's a fake. He's a phony. I think Pearsall is good. He just had 1 good year his entire. Go look at his stats, man. Jawan Jennings is a fake when it comes to fantasy production. I'm telling you guys right now, we are back on the clock and we are moving fast. So now we need a quarterback. So let's pick a quarterback here. The worst possible quarterback. I'm going to go with Caleb Williams. Now you're saying, well, Joe, there's a lot of rushing upside. While there is, I personally do not trust Caleb Williams. I don't. I definitely see some upside and the offensive weapons are there, but I would rather draft a secure quarterback that's going to absolutely crush it, okay? Let's go here. Let's see what else we need here. We are on the clock. Wide receiver. I'm going to go Darnell. We need a tight end, don't we? I'm going to go with... these are decent tight ends. Let's keep going. I'm trying to find a bad pick. I'm going to go with Darnell Mooney. He's already banged up and he sucks. So I'm going to pass up on the upside of Emeka Ibuka, Keon Coleman, Trey Harris, and I'm going to go here and draft Darnell Mooney, which is terrible. Years to wow me, guys, and guess what? I'm not wowed. Are you seeing what not to do? Now, we definitely need another running back here, so let's see what's available. Remember, we went 0 RB, or 0 RB. If this, again, this... No, I did not pick Gibbs. I like Gibbs this year, okay? I think Montgomery's going to be a pest, but I think he's still going to have a good season now because they're now working Gibbs more, okay? So I think a bad pick here is, let's look a quick glance at tight end. Let's go Isaiah Likely here, kind of on the ADP. Banged up, might be ready week 1. Terrible, terrible pick. And you know what's funny, though? Here's the funny thing out of this entire draft, okay? I'm going to shut this draft off soon. We'll do a couple more rounds, but you guys get the point. Let's get a tight end. We got a tight end. Let's go running back here. Let's go Austin Eckler here. The worst thing about this, the saddest part about this draft is people will actually draft like this. That's a sad thing. And I'm going to do a quick review here. If there's a way to pause the draft, I would like to do that. But either way, let's just keep going. Let's do a couple more. What else do we need here? We've got wide receivers. We got a quarterback. Let's go another tight end here. Let's go Gesicki. And that's not good. They just brought in Noah Fant in Cincinnati. So let's go Gesicki. Another guy's going to see major dilution. He's got we got Higgins. They got Jamar Chase. It's just a terrible pick. I don't trust Gesicki, okay? And then we take a look at running back, adding some running back depth. And we're going to add Tyler Algier here. He's kind of next up on the queue. We won't see the light of day as long as Bijan is there, Bijan. So do you guys get the picture here? Okay, I wanted to do this. I'm going to shut this down here, but take a quick look at this. I want you to take a quick glance. I'm going to ignore my next pick. Take a look. Jahmyr Gibbs, I like him. But by the way, I do like him. This was an accident pick if you guys are just tuning in. I'm telling you, it was an accident pick. It auto-drafted. Brian Thomas, I'm still avoiding. Why? Because Travis Hunter. So I'm okay with this being a bad pick here in round 2. I'm not drafting him because last year, we were drafting him round 9. Now he's round 1 to 2. I don't think so. I'm not paying that, especially when they added Travis Hunter. Big mistake. Rashee Rice will have his big games. I don't know if the suspension is coming this year. Definitely avoiding. They got Xavier Worthy, who's dealing with concussion protocol. They got other weapons. Hollywood Brown was banged up. All looking good for Rice. But would that suspension happen this year? Possibly. They got Kelsey there. They spread the ball around. I don't like it, okay? DJ Moore is a terrible pick. He was a waste of a pick last year. He's a waste of a pick this year. And remember, last year, everyone was telling you Ayuk and Debo round 3. They were telling you Keenan Allen round 4. He busted, right? Because they're copying and pasting. Like T. Higgins round 2 to 3, waste of a pick. I'm giving you a ton of guys that are a waste. Joe Mixon, foot, banged up. We don't know what's going on. Round 4, waste of a pick, okay? Don't do it, all right? Do not do it. This draft is over, so I'm just going to bring this down here, okay? Do not do it. Other guys here. Jameson Williams, dilution, target dilution. Amon-Ra St. Brown is there. Sam Laporta is there. Jahmyr Gibbs there. He's lining up as a receiver. Do not draft Williams. I don't like him. He's going to have some big games, maybe for best ball, but do not do it. Swift, years to wow us, we're not wowed. Absolutely sucks. Don't do it. And again, the sad thing is people go 0 RB and draft Swift as their 1, or they draft Pollard as their 1 or 2, Connor as their 1, David Montgomery as their 1. Don't do this. If you want all the optimal players, I am telling you guys, secure the 16-round draft position. You will be light years ahead of everybody else. Let's keep reviewing here. Jacoby Myers. I saw somebody on a radio show say, hey man, get Jacoby Myers. He's the real deal, blah, blah, blah. You know, he's not. He was a beneficiary, just like Brock Bowers is going to be a bust. Brock Bowers, where is he coming off? Early round 2. This is a huge mistake. I'm warning you. Do not do this. Listen to me. Brock Bowers will bust. It's a bottom line. Bottom line. They've got Jack Beck, who hasn't been doing amazing in camp, but Dante Thornton's been doing better. They got Genty, who's going to catch the balls out of the backfield. And it's an entirely new quarterback. You are making a massive mistake by drafting Brock Bowers round 2 and thinking Jacoby Myers is going to be the one. Big time mistake. And you got Jennings here, who's just years to wow us. We're not wowed. Had one good year. It was an anomaly. Won't happen again. I always anchor your team with an ace quarterback that you can trust. Caleb is not that. Darnell Mooney, banged up. Years to wow us. We're not wowed. Likely banged up. Years to wow us. We're not wowed. Remember last year? Likely had like one good game early. Everyone had him as a waiver wire wonder. And just not good. Austin Eckler sucks. Gesicki. You guys get the idea, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is do not draft these busts. Now, out of these guys, maybe some of these, maybe Brian Thomas still has a good year and, Travis Hunter is non-factor. Maybe. But I liked him better round 9. Maybe Rashee Rice emerges and Kelsey breaks his leg week 1. Maybe, but I doubt it. DJ Moore. Luther Burden's got to go away. Rome Oduzio's got to go away. Colson Loveland has got to go away. Way too much target dilution to even justify a 4th-round pick for DJ Moore. It's ludicrous. Again, more target dilution. You got to be aiming high on the depth chart in the later rounds, okay? So, a couple tips here before I go. Aim high on the depth chart. Load up on running backs heavy. We saw how thin and trim it gets. The Montgomerys, the Connors, the Swifts. You don't want those as your RB1s or even RB2s, all right? And also, very, very important, you can wait on tight end, okay? You can wait on quarterback. Make sure you get a safer quarterback, not a guy that's got upside earlier on, right? If you want upside guy, Cam Ward, he's going undrafted. Grab him as your backup. There's an upside quarterback, right? But with quarterback, you're able to see more consistency. I'll give you a quick example. Last year, perfect example, right? It was Anthony Richardson was a top 4 quarterback. I said, don't draft Anthony Richardson. He's not proven anything. You got to anchor your team with a safe quarterback. 16 rounders ended up getting, of course, they got the best guy, Josh Allen, right? Because we were getting him while other people were wasting picks on Debo Samuel and Ayuk round 3. I'm just giving you an example with those 2 names, but there was way worse picks that the consensus were offering. You don't have to draft on ADP. You don't have to go for a name just because you think he's the wide receiver 1, or copying and pasting from last year, like Brock Bowers. There's other people in town. It's a new offense there with the Raiders. And again, the Raiders is just one example, okay? But you got to think outside the box. Don't draft on ADP. So I know I talked a lot. I know it's a lot of information, but let me clarify this for you. Grab the 16-round draft solution I just updated. You get an up-to-date principal cheat sheet. It's going to give you an ironclad roster. Grab it below, smash thumbs up, and let me know what you guys think of the draft. Do you like Juwan Jennings? Do you like Darnell Mooney? Do you like Algier? Do you like Eckler? Yet these people are still coming off at this ADP because that's where they're coming off. And you shouldn't be drafting somebody just because they're coming off at that ADP. Does that make sense? And do not sleep on wide receiver. There is a ton of wide receivers to get after round 5, okay? For all the answers, grab the 16-round draft solution, subscribe, thumbs up. And listen, hope you have an outstanding day. We've got Walter Football coming back tomorrow. We're going to try to get him on more. We got Tim the Ball Guy mixed again, and we got a special guest coming on, an NFL player, big time. Subscribe, thumbs up, turn on the bell. It's going to be massive, all right? Have yourself an outstanding day, and do not draft these fantasy football busts. I'm out.